Hey guys, my name is Rodrigo Fondor. I'm with Asheville Cash Buyers. We're a local home buying company here in the area, and wanted to talk to you all today about how to respond or how to interact with lowball offers. So, obviously this is a funny topic for us to be talking about because there's a lot of people that say, oh, you house buying companies are the ones that always make the lowball offers. Well, if you do get a lowball offer from us or from anyone else, I just wanted to give you a couple of insights on, maybe a couple of ideas on how to respond to them correctly. So I'm gonna get this pen thrown at me and we're gonna talk about lowball offers, okay? So, lowball offers. This isn't something you're gonna see right now in this market very much because it's such a competitive market. But as things start to change here in the Asheville area, it might be something worth taking into account, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys a list of different things and we're gonna go through them. Ready? Here we go. All right, guys, so if you get a lowball offer, this is a couple of things that I would encourage you to consider. First rule, and I didn't write this on because I want you to focus on this. This is important. The first rule of getting a lowball offer is always counter. You always counter on an offer because remember, you have your property for sale. Your goal is to sell your house. Keep the fun conversation going. It's not going to hurt you to respond with an offer with the price that makes sense for you. So do your best to not get caught up emotionally into it. Just think about it, and here are a couple of tips we're going to talk about on what to think about. But the first rule is always respond to every offer you get, even if it feels like it's a lowball offer. So here's a couple of things to consider. You get a lowball offer. Well, what's the speed? If they're closing in 3 to 5 days, that's something to be thinking about instead of like 60 days. Are there any seller concessions? What's a seller concession? As the seller, are you having to give them money to help pay for their loan costs? Are you helping cover their closing costs? Are you giving them an appliance credit, a repair credit? What are you doing to help the buyer facilitate the sale? Maybe it's zero, maybe it's $5,000, maybe it's more, etc. So just how much money or what are you putting into the deal as the seller? Are there any inspection contingencies? It might be a lowball offer, but they're buying the property in as-is condition, no questions asked, and not asking you to make any repairs. Is that worth a little bit of a discount? Or is it a offer that they have a huge list of 20 items they want you to see fixed or adjusted or credited? So that's something to think about. Also, type of financing. Not, is it a cash deal or is it a deal that has a mortgage? And even if it is a mortgage, depending if it's a VA loan or if it's an FHA closing, is it from a credit union, is it from a traditional bank, etc. The type of financing that the buyer is bringing to the table is something to really look at when it comes to accepting an offer, interacting with an offer. Also, this is sort of related to the type of financing, but you want to look at how much money down is the buyer bringing to the table. In some cases, buyers don't have to bring any money to the table, and other times they're putting 20% or more down. Personally, I always like seeing when a buyer is putting 20% down on a closing. Makes me feel good as a seller. All right, so here's another thing: is how much due diligence money or how much earnest money is the buyer putting on the table? Are they offering you a big amount of both or a small amount in both of those areas? Typically, the higher the due diligence and the higher the earnest money, the more serious of an offer you're getting. That's a rule of thumb, and as all of these go, there's exceptions to every rule, but it's something to consider about. If somebody's putting 0 as far as due diligence and 0 as far as earnest money, you have to wonder what's the seriousness of the offer that they're giving you. And then again, look, if you did a good job in picking a listing agent, lean on your agent. You're trusting them to help you through this. So if your listing agent is saying, hey, I think we should interact with this offer in a certain way, work with them, listen to them. They're the expert. You ask them to be guiding you on this process. So listen to them. Check out our other video that we've done before if you have any questions. And I don't know, maybe we can link it up here in the notes about how to pick a good listing agent. It's really important that when you go to list your property, You choose a good agent because if you get into one of these situations where you need to rely on your agent, you want to be able to trust the agent that you chose. So once again, these are just some tips of how to interact with the lowball offer if you get one. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to us. You can call us on the number below or just click through as well. My name's Rodrigo. I'm with Asheville Cash Buyers, and look forward to talking with you and helping you.